Yeah, I thought just played a team that obviously very, very tough, very good. You know, never gets out of sorts in terms of what they try to get done offensively and defensively. You know, there's a lot of coaches out there, but none around that I have more respect for than Calvin, what he's done in his career. Obviously, we're from the same coaching tree, and you know, just always thought he's just done an unbelievable job with his program, and that team that we just played tonight is really, really good. With that being said, I thought we did some good things, but not good enough to beat a team like that. You know, it's hard to have the turnovers that we had in the backcourt. It's hard to have some quality looks and not be able to make any of them, you know. I thought we fought pretty hard, but, you know, that team got every 50-50 ball tonight. And I'm not sure it's because we weren't playing hard. It's just that they play at a whole nother level. And that's why they're good. And that's why in 4 years he's gone from, you know, a team that was needed to be rebuilt to a team that's a top 20 team.
Coach, coming into this game, if you had been told that Brooks, Davis, and Robinson would have 24 points and need to take 25 shots to get there and only make 2 threes, you probably would have been pretty happy.
I would have thought we would have won the game. You know what I mean? Now, again, in this day and age, you got to give some credit to some guys. Brady plays 14 minutes a game. That's all he plays, 14 minutes a game. He don't pout, mope, whatever. When he gets the ball, he just goes to work. Whatever needs to be done as a senior, you know what I mean? And, you know, the kid comes in the first half, the Harris kid, he don't play at all. And he gets 5 points and 4 rebounds in 7 minutes. You know, if he's not practicing hard every day and doing the things he's supposed to be doing, he doesn't make that impact. But that's where, when you have a really good program and you got things established, that's the way it is. You know, guys are ready to go when they get the opportunity. And guys, you know, have a bigger picture in mind when it comes to the program. That's what we're striving to get to. We just saw a team that's right there. You know what I mean? And you know, what compensated for that? Because I thought we did a pretty good job on those 3 guys. You know, our starting 3 men, the guys who played the 3 for us were 1 for 14 from the field. That hurts. Our starting backcourt had 13 turnovers. You know, and we depend on those guys. And when they don't play at a certain level, it puts us in a tough spot. Now, you know, we just, you know, it is what it is in terms of how we need to play and compete. And when we have the 19 turnovers and don't shoot well, puts us in a really tough spot. And again, you know, we hold them to 40% from the field, 23 from the 3. You know, how good could our defense be if we were able to make some of those shots? Because it's a lot easier to defend after that. So it's where we're at right now, and we just need to keep getting better in those areas.
A long game, a choppy game. Coach Sampson mentioned 76 free throws. It's tough on the fans. I mean, is it tough on you guys too, a game like that?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we play a physical brand of basketball. They play a very physical brand of basketball. You know, and I think it's, you know, the one thing that they did in the choppiness, they always were able to respond. We tie it up at 19, they go on a run. We cut it to 4, they go on a run. The one thing that they're really good at is even if they're not scoring, their defense never slips. That's one area that we struggle in. When we're not making some baskets on the other end, our defense, sometimes it impacts our defense a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, you know, there's some teams, you know, we're one of them when we face another one like us, that some games are going to be more of a rock fight than a basketball game.
Gregory, up for Coach.
Coach, 62 fouls between both teams tonight. Is there anything that you think can be done? And there's been a problem across the conference, and a lot of people saying how basketball this year. What can you done to keep the flow of the game a little bit more open? Coach Sampson talked about, the fans did pay to watch 76 free throws.
Yeah. Did he have any suggestions?
He offered to buy his beer later.
Yeah. Yeah, he ain't buying, I can guarantee you that. You know, I mean, I don't know. You know, they're trying to get away, and be honest with you, there probably could have been 20 more fouls called in that game. You know what I mean? To be honest with you. Guys are bigger, stronger in college than they ever have been. They've talked about widening the lane. I don't know if they'll do that. They talked about lifting the three-point line, you know, out to the international level. Talk about shortening the shot clock. You know, would those make the flow better? It might. You know, it might. But Kelvin's right. I mean, you know, 76 free throws. That's a lot. I mean, what was the total fouls? They had
62.
62. Jeez, that's a lot. You know what I mean? That's a lot. And yeah, it's a long game then, and sometimes the way we shoot free throws make it even longer. You know, but yeah, the guys aren't trying to foul, and I don't think either team is, you know, like a dirty team. You know what I mean? So I'm sure some of the rules committee stuff, they do all the analyzation and all that stuff. I'm sure there's some stuff out there that they're looking at, because it is kind of a trend right now around college basketball.
Coach, how tough is it to keep your players focused when you have that many whistles, and then obviously some things you see the contact, but it's not hard?
Yeah, it's hard. You know what I mean? It's hard, and you know, because like you said, the choppiness of the game, it's you know, keeping the attention span and all those different things, and you know, like I told him at halftime, you know, hey, we've shot as many free throws as they have, so let's not worry about the referee, and let's worry about what we need to do. But you know, I mean, the other thing is they see the antics in the NBA in terms of the arguing calls and different things like that. We have no time for that here. Not what we're at as a program. We need to get back on defense or go on offense, you know, and we got enough to worry about before we worry about that stuff. But it's hard. It is hard. It's hard.
Anything else?
All good. All right, guys.